How Overseas Medical Doctor Can Work in Australia, by Irfan Hashmi. Overseas medical doctors who wish to work in Australia can do so by following a specific process. The requirements and steps may vary depending on individual circumstances and qualifications, but here is a general outline of how an overseas medical doctor can work in Australia. Eligibility Assessment. The first step is to determine if your medical qualifications are recognised in Australia. You need to have your qualifications assessed by the Australian Medical Council, AMC, or an authorised assessing authority. The assessment will determine if your qualifications are comparable to the Australian standards. English Language Proficiency. You will need to demonstrate English language proficiency by taking an approved English language test, such as IELTS or OET, Occupational English Test. Medical Board Registration. Once your qualifications are recognised and your English language proficiency is proven, you need to apply for registration with the Medical Board of Australia. The registration process may involve different pathways depending on your qualifications and experience. Australian Medical Council, AMC, examinations. In some cases, overseas doctors may need to sit for the AMC examinations, which are designed to assess the knowledge and clinical skills of international medical graduates. The requirement for AMC exams depends on the level of qualifications and the country of origin. Supervised practice. Depending on your level of experience and the specific requirements of the medical board, you might be required to undergo a period of supervised practice in an Australian hospital or medical setting. Specialist recognition, if applicable. If you are a specialist doctor, you may need to apply for specialist recognition with the relevant medical college in Australia. Job search. Once you have obtained your registration, you can start searching for medical job opportunities in Australia. You can explore public hospitals, private practices, or regional and rural placements, depending on your preferences and qualifications. Visa application. If you are not an Australian citizen or permanent resident, you will need to apply for an appropriate visa that allows you to work as a medical professional in Australia. The type of visa will depend on your specific circumstances and job offer. It's essential to note that the process can be complex and time-consuming, and requirements may change over time, so it's best to check with the relevant authorities and consult with an immigration lawyer or a registered migration agent to ensure you have accurate and up-to-date information for your specific situation. The official website of the Australian Government's Department of Home Affairs and the Medical Board of Australia can be valuable resources for more detailed information and guidance. Regenerate.